Hey friend, I want to welcome you back to my channel. I am so glad that you're here today because I want to share something special with you. Last week I was able to participate in the Woman Soar Summit, which is hosted by Pastor Joy Morgan, who is an amazing person. She does so many different things, so definitely check her out. She is a coach, she's a speaker, she's a pastor, she teaches business principles and workshops. She does all kinds of things, so check her out here on YouTube, Joy Morgan Motivates. Also, she has a website, Joy Morgan Motivates, so I'll link all of her information below. But Friday was the summit, the Woman Soar Summit, and everyone that you see featured here was a speaker. So everyone had different workshop topics, and all of the workshops were incredible. I learned so much from every single person, and my personal workshop was on the secrets of self-care. So I just wanted to share my workshop with you all today so you could see what I talked about and what I presented on. So we are just going to get right into my portion of the summit. I just wanted to flashback to Friday there, so I'll show you all of that. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and let's stay connected. Definitely comment make sure you comment because I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you do for self-care. What are your favorite self-care tips? I want to hear all of that in the comments. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hello everyone, I'm Shayla and I'm so very excited to be a part of this Woman Soar Summit. When I saw that lineup, I don't know about you, but I was very excited to see everyone and just anticipating all that there is to come today. So I'm hoping that you're feeling the same way. I hope you feel excited and energized and pumped up and just ready to learn and ready to just go forward with all the new things that you take away from today's summit. So my workshop in particular today, we're going to be talking about the secret of self-care. And self-care is something that is very important to me. It's something that I spend a lot of time teaching and training on. And so to have the opportunity to be here with you today and just share a little bit about self-care and why it's so important and what are some of the secrets to it and how we can make sure that it's something that we're all applying to our lives, it's just really important. And I want to make sure that when you leave this summit here today with all of the amazing things you're going to leave with from all of the leaders and trainers and speakers, I want to make sure that when you walk away, you still remember to prioritize yourself. So whatever you learn, whatever you take away, is so important that when you leave here, you are still a priority. You are still making sure that you're taking care of you, because you got to make sure you have everything you need. You have to make sure that you are in tip-top shape. And so here's the thing that I've learned about women. This is my own confession as well, right? Women, we are so good at taking care of everybody, right? We take care of family members, friends, we take care of all kinds of responsibilities and roles, and we do this and that. And someone says, hey, can you do this? Do you mind doing this? Can you do that? And we're like, sure, I got it. Yeah, I can got it. Yeah, I got it. I'll take care of it. No problem. I'll do it. Yeah, it's done. Consider it done. You know, we have all of these things that we do and we juggle. And then what happens is that we begin to wear ourselves out. So while we are excellent at taking care of everybody and everything, we're not always that great at taking care of ourselves. Or what happens is we often begin to put ourselves last, and we make sure that everything else and everybody else has what they need, but we begin to kind of, push ourselves to the side, like, oh, it's fine, I'll get to it, I'll take care of myself, I'll make sure later. But what happens is we get ourselves really tired, we become really worn down, we're exhausted, we're not taking care of our health, we're not as well as we could possibly be, we're worn out. Sometimes we become aggravated and resentful with other people because it's like, why do they keep asking me to do all these things? Well, we keep taking it on, right? We keep agreeing, but it becomes frustrating and it can become overwhelming. And all of those things can play into your wellness. It all plays into your mental health, your well-being. And so when we're not taking care of ourselves, when we're not prioritizing ourselves, then nothing else really gets done in the way that it could get done. So if we're going to just make sure that we are at the top of our game in life and business and ministry and family, whatever it is that we're doing, we want to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves. We want to make sure that we are in tip-top shape as well. So I just want to share a few tips with you today, just a few things that I hope you can take away. I hope you'll be able to find something helpful, something encouraging, so you'll remember that you are important, and you'll remember that you have to be in good shape, and you'll remember that the people that that love you, the people that need you, the people that are counting on you, they need you to be well. And they need you to prioritize yourself so you can get it all done, because you are superwoman. We know that, right? But we want to make sure that you are healthy and well so that you can get those things done. So I'm going to share a few tips with you today. The very first tip, if we're going to make sure we're taking care of ourselves. So some of the secrets to self-care, number one is we have to reprioritize wellness. And so when I say reprioritize wellness, we have to determine, what does that mean? What does that look like? So what does wellness look like to you? What does it mean to you? Because wellness looks like a lot of different things to different people. And we can be talking about physical wellness, like, are you working out? Are you taking care of your body? We can be talking about mental or emotional wellness. Are you making sure that, you're emotionally healthy? Are you making sure that you're checking in with yourself or others to make sure you feel good and that your mind feels strong? Wellness could be financial wellness. Are things going well in your home? Are things going well in your business? It could be spiritual wellness. Are you feeling, if you have a spiritual relationship, if you have a relationship with God, are you feeling like that's thriving? Or are you feeling like you're not where you used to be? So wellness looks like a lot of different things for a lot of different people. So you have to determine, what does wellness look like for you? So that's one of the first things I want you to think about as you are thinking about today, taking care of yourself. And as you're learning and you're making all the notes from all of the sessions today, I just want you to think about, what does wellness look like for me? I would even encourage you to write that down. What does wellness look like for me? And maybe today and maybe over the next few days, you can kind of begin to explore that. Like, what does wellness look like? How do I make sure that I'm well in all areas of my life? How do I make sure I'm in tip-top shape? How do I do that? So I just want you to kind of think about that and figure out what wellness looks like for you and how can you make sure that you're moving in the direction of your wellness, okay? So number two, if you're going to have the secrets to self-care, the second thing is to release the past. Now, sometimes it's like, well, Shayla, what does that have to do with self-care? But when we are thinking about things that have happened in our past, when we're holding on to past mistakes, past failures, maybe you had a big loss in your business and you still are holding on to it. You can't get over it. You can't seem to shake it. It's just staying with you. Or maybe you've had something happen in your personal life or with family or friends, and that thing is just looming over you all the time. Well, that begins to cause stress in your body. It gives you stress. It gives you anxiety. It makes you feel overwhelmed. When you begin to think about it, you start to sweat. You might be sweating right now thinking about the thing now that I brought it up, right? Whatever those things are, if we don't release those things, if we don't release the past, it really begins to play an effect into our wellness. It plays an effect on our self-care. It plays an effect on how you move through your day to day. So I really want to encourage you, as you're thinking about all of these things on today, think about some things from your past that you may need to release, some things that may be holding you back, some things that you have to get rid of. Maybe you've been feeling stuck in your business for years and you're like, I just cannot move to the next level. I just can't get my business off the ground, or I just can't get my business to that next mark. I want you to take some time and think, is there something in your past that that's holding you back? Are there some type of limiting beliefs or something that have you stuck? And if so, in order to make sure that your self-care is where it needs to be, I really want to encourage you to begin to think about what you need to do to release those things. I really want you to begin to think about, what would it look like if you walked free? What would it look like if those particular things from your past were no longer holding you back? What would it look like in your life, in your business, in your family, if those things from your past weren't always lingering over your head or lingering in your thoughts, okay? So I want you to think about that as well. Number three, talking about self-care, the third thing I want to encourage you to do is reset your habits. So when we're talking about self-care, sometimes people always think that means taking a bath or taking a walk or going to the spa. And it can absolutely be those things. But self-care is so much more. It's how you take care of your entire being. It's how you take care of all of the things that make you who you are. It's the essence of who you are. So if you begin to reset your habits, that will really help you with your self-care. So if you know that One of the big ones for me is that I know, for example, when I'm really hungry and I'm tired and I don't feel like cooking, that I know I won't make a good decision and I'll go to a drive-thru. So in order for me, a part of my self-care is making sure I meal prep so I can have those things prepared and out of the way. Because I know when I'm tired, when I'm hungry, when I'm frustrated, I don't make good choices, okay? So we have to know ourselves and know what works for us and know that, okay, I know that this is one of the things that triggers me. I know this is something that bothers me. I want to make sure I'm prioritizing myself. I want to make sure I'm doing all that I can for me. So I'm going to put some things in place. I'm going to put some habits in place. I'm going to put some steps in place to ensure that I'm ready the next time this thing comes up. The next time I feel that trigger, I'm going to make sure I'm ready to handle it. The next time I'm hungry or tired or frustrated or anxious, I'm going to make sure I have these habits in place, these things in place to make sure I'm good to go. So resetting daily habits can be as simple as taking time in your day just for yourself. And maybe you don't have a lot of time, but maybe if you can find 10 or 15 minutes in your day where it's just you, where you can just take some quiet time, sit quietly, take some deep breaths. Maybe that's a part of resetting your habits and moving forward to something that can help you and support you in your self-care. Okay. Number 4, the fourth thing is to refocus on your goals. Maybe you have some goals that you haven't met or some things that you really truly want to accomplish, but you just can't seem to get to it, or you can't get it done. I really want to encourage you to refocus on those goals. This is a new day. It's a new season. Amazing summits like this always give us a new opportunity to say, you know what? I'm not going to quit. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get this thing done. And so I'm hoping that today will be a marker in your life. Today will be a marker in your journey where you can say, you know what? I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to refocus on those goals. And when you do that, you feel better. And when you feel better, you're taking care of yourself. See how all these things work together? So that's absolutely doing what makes you feel good, doing what works for you, doing what lights you up inside. All of those things are also a part of self-care. Okay. And then the last one I want to encourage you to think about is to revamp your lifestyle. And so what does that mean? When you think about your life, when you think about your lifestyle, when you think about the things that you do day to day, I want you to think about, do you have time in your day, in your week, or in your month where you're just focused on you, where you're just taking care of yourself? Are there times where you are able to do the things you love to do? Are there opportunities for you? If you like to sleep in, do you have any time in the day, in the week, or in the month built in just for you to sleep in? If you are an artist, do you have time built into your days or your weeks where you can just paint or create? If you love to go for a walk in the park, do you have time built in to do that? So I want to encourage you as a part of your self-care to begin to revamp your lifestyle a little bit. And maybe you can't do these things every day, and maybe you can't do them every week, but maybe at least once a month. Let's shoot for once a month to get started. Think about how you can revamp some things in your life to make sure you're making you a priority. And if you're not able to do that, think about some of the people in your life. If you have a spouse, if you have family members that can help you, if you have close friends that can keep you accountable, and you can just say, you know what, I'm really prioritizing myself in this season. And as I prioritize me, I'm going to be better for you. I'm going to be better for our family. I'm going to be better for this team. I'm going to be better for this business. And people will, if you help begin to explain that to them, they'll get on board, and then they will want you to be the best that you can be, so that everybody and everything around you will flourish, and everything and everybody around you will benefit from you just prioritizing yourself. And so I really want you to think about how you can revamp your lifestyle, how you can revamp some things going on around you to make sure that you are the best for you and you are the best for everybody that you love. Okay, so let me go through those again. Just some tips if we're talking about the secret of self-care. Some of the secrets. Number 1, reprioritize your wellness. Number 2, release the past. Number 3, reset your habits. Number 4, refocus on your goals. And number 5, revamp your lifestyle. Okay, so I'm hoping and praying that something you heard today was encouraging to you. I hope that maybe I gave you some tips or just a reminder of some things that you can do for your own self-care so that you can be the best you can be. Because I know that this is your time to go out there and be everything you want to be in your family, in your life, in your business. But if you're going to do that, you got to be at tip-top shape. You have to be the best you. You have to be performing at optimal standards, right? And I know that you can do that. When you just begin to take a few moments, a few days, a few times out to make sure that you are focused on you, because you are important. So if you don't hear anything else that I say today, I want you to hear that you're important, that you matter, that we're depending on you. Your people around you are counting on you. We're cheering you on. You are loved and you matter. And so you deserve to set some time aside just for you. You deserve to set some time aside to do what makes you happy. You deserve to set some time aside to do what lights your soul on fire. And so I want to encourage you to do that. And I also want to encourage you to connect with me. I would love to get to know you. I would love to connect with you on your journey. I would love to talk with you more about self-care, about wellness, about all things that you might want to talk about. So definitely go to my website. It's very simple. It's just my name, ShaylaHilton.com. Check that out. I would love for you to visit my website. I'm also on pretty much all social media platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, all places as Shayla Hilton. And when you're on my website, by the way, I would love for you to participate in my five-day challenge. It's absolutely free. We're going to be talking about these exact same things in the 5-day challenge. And I also have an academy. It's called Rebuild Your Life Academy, where we go much deeper into these things that I shared with you on today. And we take them step by step over an 8-week period. So if you're interested in that, all of that information is on my website. You can find it there. You can find me there. I'm looking forward to connecting with you. And don't forget, you're important. You matter, and I would love to talk to you again soon. So thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this amazing Woman Soar Summit. I'm excited about all of the rest of the presentations, and I look forward to connecting with you all again soon. Enjoy the rest of the summit.